with us via Facebook, you can use our handle ITV Radio Abuja. ITV Radio Abuja. That is the handle to use to connect live on Facebook. Those of you on the airwaves, thank you so much for supporting this program, Family Circle. Thank you so much. We are gradually growing. We're growing. I can tell you that. We're actually growing. All my community members, it's time. Come and mark your register. For those of you that just joined us last week, that's on Thursday to be precise, thank you for joining the community. It's one big family, and I bet you will not regret joining this community. Okay, Family Circle is a program where we talk about values, cultural and family development, irrespective of our religion and ethnic group. That is what Family Circle stands for. And for those of us just joining for the very first time who don't know what Family Circle is all about, yeah, we are here to address some issues that we face in our day-to-day life as a family, or if we're in a relationship, we are facing hurdles. We are here to address those issues, to profile solutions, to rub minds. This country a better place for everyone. If it's good for you today, definitely it will be good for your neighbor. But if it's not good for you today, even the stress of it not being good for you today, your neighbor would not enjoy. Your neighbor will not, because you will definitely be on that neighbor's head. So that is why we're trying to see how we can salvage the situation and make use of this platform to ensure that we unlearn those things that are not right and learn the things that are right, and those things that will make us better persons. We are trying to see how we can unlearn to learn. I said it earlier on. Nobody knows everything. You can't say you know everything. It's not possible. Even a child, you can learn from a child. A growing child, you can actually learn from that child. No one is perfect and no one knows it all. We are just trying and working every day to get to that stage where we can say of a truth we are trying to work towards that perfection that we keep talking about. Today we'll be talking on a different topic. Last week we took the whole of last week from Monday, Wednesday and Thursday to deliberate on a very crucial topic, and I addressed that issue throughout that period. That's the Monday, Wednesday and Thursday. We used it for one particular topic, part 1, part 2, part 3. And I know that so many of us enjoyed that program, enjoyed the topic, learned so much from that topic. Now today we will be talking on consent in marriage. Consent in marriage. I will be defining consent. What is consent? Consent in marriage simply means giving permission for something to happen. Giving permission for something to happen. Or you can also define consent as agreeing to an action based on your knowledge of what that action involves. Now, in the context of matrimony, it's not love that makes it or even validates it. Consent is more essential in the rights, not love, which could be ambiguous and unfounded. Not love. Love is there, but consent is the basic, one of the major pillar of a relationship or marriage. Consent, not love, like they say. Consent. Consent. Consent has a major role to play in a relationship or marriage, as the case may be. Consent. Consent. In marriage, loving one another is a standing order. So you don't use love to classify this, because that love is an order which is supposed to stand. So love is out of the picture. Consent is the basic thing. If you want to enjoy your marriage, if you want to enjoy your relationship, go for consent. Always try as much as possible to get your partner's consent in whatever you want to do. Be it a man or a woman, be it the wife or the husband. Always, you heard me, I said always try to get the consent of your partner. It's a very small word. It's a very minute word, but it has a very huge significance in your marriage or relationship. Consent. Consent has brought partners that were not even supposed to be together and bonded them. The bond became so strong. You cannot take decision without your partner's consent. How can you, being the husband, want to do something and you didn't bother to call your wife to tell your wife that, oh dear, this is the next step I want to take, because you feel she's a woman? No, it doesn't matter. She will take it that way. Who told you that? Or a woman, you went ahead, took that decision, did whatever you want to do, believing that your partner, who is the husband, will take it the way you are doing it. Who told you that? Why won't you get it doesn't take you anything. That is why you see most marriages that are having issues today, they lack communication, because consent involves communication. Of course, you have to communicate to the other partner. They lack communication. You will see them struggling in their relationship due to lack of communication. Communication is necessary. Consent, talking to one another, getting one another's opinion matters in relationship. So many persons will call me, oh ma, this is what is happening in my marriage. I think the majority of persons that have called me so far during this program is married couples. That's married people. And their complaint is, oh, I want to leave my wife. Oh, I want to leave my husband. Oh, he is not this. He is not that. He is not this. And I asked one question. While dating, did you notice any of this behavior you're complaining of? You know why they're having issues? They're having issues because there is no consent. Lack of communication. When they were dating, they were so in love, madly in love with each other. They could call each other in a day. They could talk to each other on phone more than 10 times. Every hour, they keep calling. Every minute, they keep calling, checking on them. Check, oh, how are you today? Have you eaten? Have you had lunch? Oh, are you okay? You understand? Communication was there. The love was growing. The love was just growing because the relationship was spiced up with communication. Now, when they got married, Of course, I'm married to her now, so there is no point. Then I was dating her, so I try as much as possible to put her on track, to check her movements, to know if she actually loves me. I wanted to track her, to know if she's cheating on me or if she's not. Those are their reasons for communicate, always constant communication. Now, when you marry her, of course, I've married her. She's in my house now. She's my wife. She's going nowhere. Then you now start seeing the communication gap. You now start seeing it. In a day, they can call. Maybe during the first 2 years of their marriage, they will reduce it from 10 times to 6 times. Now, the worst part is when she gives birth. You now see her as after one. So nobody will want to look at her, and she won't even have time to want to do all those her shakara and the rest. She'll be so busy, she'll be so occupied with the domestic chores, the babysitting and the rest of it. So you drop communication. You drop asking her opinion, getting her opinions on some certain issues that affects the marriage. You stop getting her opinion on the next step you want to take in life. Some men are guilty of this. Some men seeing the women as the weaker vessel. They don't care. They just take decision. They will tell you they are the man of the house. So they just take decision. No! Being the man of the house doesn't give you the guarantee, doesn't give you the leverage to take decision. Doesn't give you that right to take decision on her behalf. Ask for her opinion. Get her opinion. Ask her, dear, what do you think about this? This. Let her say her opinion. You both will rub minds together and get to the bottom of any issue or any decision you want to take. But it must be unified. Where consent is abused, that is where you have issues maritally. Most married people are fond of this. Some women will take decision without the knowledge of the husband, without the consent of the husband, believing that whatever decision they take, the husband will be fine with it. Who told you that? Why won't you get his consent on that issue, on that project, on that field you want to embark on? Why won't you get his consent? Why won't you get her consent? Consent has made a lot of home to crack. Consent has given major crack on some homes today. Consent means communication every step of the way. Consent means communication every step of the way. I said it earlier on. Communication is the bedrock of a home. If you lack communication in your home, forget it. Forget it. Communication. If you feel you can't call your hubby or your partner, why not send them a message? You have so many social media platforms in which you can do that. You can send them an SMS, send them a WhatsApp message. Just communicate with your partner. It does not cost anything to do that. It doesn't. Instead, it will add up the love. It will make the love grow stronger. Communication. Communication every step of the way. Just don't assume your partner is comfortable with your action. Don't assume. Assumption is the mother of problem. Assumption. You just sit and you assume. Are you in that person's mind? How will you want to assume that somebody will be so comfortable with whatever decision you want to take? Assumption. Assumption has brought so many problems in marriages. Assumption. Some persons, I know of a couple who called last week. In fact, the man was just he was just shouting on the phone. I don't want to marry her again. Just pack your things and leave my house. As a result of assumption. Assuming I thought. Why will you assume on behalf of someone? I thought. And then she went ahead and did whatever she wanted to do without getting proper consent from the husband, saying that she was talking to the husband, so she thought that he had given his consent. How can you do that? Consent. Those of you having issues in your relationship, in your marriage, sit down and analyze this thing I'm saying today. Consent is a pillar that backs the home. It's a pillar. Like you want to build a 2-story building. You know you have to do your foundation to be very strong, to be deep. And then you have to cast. Make it strong before you start laying any more coaches. That is how this particular consent is. Consent is the pillar. It is what makes your home strong, stands firm. Consent. Consent. Without consent, there will be problem. There will be serious problem. Assuming the man you just heard it like a wave and moved, and then you went ahead and took that decision, and he came back asking you, why did you take that decision? What will be your reaction? Did he give you his consent? Did he tell you, oh, okay, dear, go ahead, I'm backing you up? Did he tell you, oh dear, go ahead, I'm okay with your observation or your suggestion? Did he say that to you? So why will you assume? Do unto others what you want them to do unto you. If you were in that person's shoe, if you were in your partner's shoe, will you take it? There are some decisions that we took without our partner's consent that has brought mayhem in our marriages. There are some decisions, drastic decisions that we took without getting our partner's consent. When the scripture says 2 will become 1, what do you think the Bible was saying? 2 will become 1. Now, some persons will tell me, yes, 2 will become 1. That means they are 1. So I can take decision for my partner and my partner will be fine with it. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Even if you know your partner will be fine with it, still get his or her consent. Still get his or her consent. That is very necessary. It's very, very necessary to do that. Now I say, don't assume your partner is comfortable with your action and requires a clear and enthusiastic yes. Your partner requires that. He requires that, yes, go ahead. Yes. If you talk to your partner and he doesn't answer you, please move further by asking them again. You never can tell. Ask them again and again. It doesn't cost you anything. If they are trying to, as in like react, tell them that, oh no, you just wanted to get his consent. Verbal, there are consent, different kind of consent. Verbal consent. Let him tell you, yes, I'm in support of this project. I'm in support of this thing you want to do. Yes, I am solidly behind you. Yes, I am okay with your decision. Yes, I am okay with your response, with your reply. It will go a long way. This little thing I'm saying has cost so many their homes. This little thing I'm saying has cost so many their homes. So many people. I know of some persons back then when I was still growing. I was a youth then. I'm still a youth now, but I was much younger then. They were dating, actually, close to getting married. They had even fixed their wedding dates. You understand? Trying to start printing the cards and paying for some stuffs as regards their wedding. And the woman was so excited. Oh, of course, a lady getting married, she was still in her 20s, early 20s, so she was happy. And then someone who is supposed to be a family member, but I think an extended family member of the man, she went ahead and called that person, knowing fully well that the husband or the husband to be does not want to have anything to do with this person she contacted. And on several occasions, he had told her that he doesn't want to have anything to do with such person or this person in question. And then she contacted the person, started talking with the person, they were chatting. The man didn't even know until the day he found out. It was like a family clash, family stuff, which has been there for years. And then he found out that this lady in question has been communicating with this person to the point that she was even soliciting for funds for their wedding. Can I shock you? That singular act made that lady to lose that relationship. That singular act. She said she thought he would be okay with it. How can you think for someone that she thought he would be okay with it because he is not the one that's contacted the person in question? She was the one. So she thought he would be cool with it because she's actually trying to help him raise funds. Why will you think so? Why? Why? Now, consent in marriage, that's in the area of sex. Yes, this particular one is the bombshell of it. Some men will go out in the morning, come back in the night, not even knowing how the wife feel. They just bounce on the woman. They will just bounce on her. Now, those of you men that are doing this is actually wrong. I know some persons will tell me that is she not their wife? Yes, she's your wife. And that is the more reason why you need to respect her. Give her that respect. Give her that respect. Some men actually rape their wives. Yes. Yes. Some men actually rape their wives. Some men actually they usually have forceful intercourse with their wives. That is an offense. A criminal offense for that matter. A criminal offense for that matter. If your wife ever sues you, that is just it. What will it take you? If you know, of course you are married, there is nobody that would put a timetable for you on how to make love with your wife. Now, if you know that you intend to have intercourse with your wife that day, from morning you are supposed to start the preparation. You are listening to me. I know so many men are listening to me now. Now, from morning, you are supposed to start preparing the woman's mind, her emotion for that. Only your body language will tell her that, oh, this man wants something from me. Let her give her consent. Let your wife give her consent. Enough of that attitude. Enough of that attitude. Irritating attitude. Some of them go to work, come back with their smelly body, sweaty body, they bounce on the woman. Just like that. Because she's your wife. And so what? What will give you that right to act that way because she's your wife? She's your wife, meaning what? That she's not somebody else's daughter or somebody else's sister or brother. Some women, it is by force. The man will even be so tired. They will be dragging him. Have you not seen women like that? They will be dragging. A case came to me last year. Last year, if I'm not mistaken, middle of last year. The man kept complaining that the wife will not even ask him nothing. The next thing, she wants to start fighting. That she wants it. Whether he is tired or not. Madam, get consent from that man. He deserves to know. He deserves to know. You can make it spicy. We are not in those days, those cake days that they don't have that phones weren't even in existence. That you can't even, social media is there. WhatsApp is there. WhatsApp is there. What will it take you, a woman, if you feel you have the urge to meet your husband? What will it take you, a woman, to send your husband a text message? Spice your relationship up. Spice your relationship up. For you, a man, your body language, call her. Ask her, are you okay? Oh, please, can you do this for me before I come back? You doing that alone, she will know that there's something that you need. Get ice cream for her while coming back. Get something nice for her while coming back from work. Something you know that she likes to eat. Get it for her. Play with her. Tease her when you come back. Prepare her for that mood. Prepare her for that mood. Don't just bounce on your wife because she's your wife. She has every right to know what your feelings are at that moment. She has every right to know, to give her consent for that particular action. She has every right. She has every right. It is so wrong for you to bounce on your wife without her consent. You do not the mood. From morning till evening, you did not prepare her. There was no body language. You just bounce on her and you expect her to be happy. Huh. Nigerian men, this is not it. Oh. Establishing enthusiastic consent before and throughout sexual activity means everyone is on the same page, having fun together. Not one person having fun and the other is just enduring that person. That is wrong. Not one person having fun and the other person is just there enduring that person, that other party or the other partner. That's so wrong, completely unacceptable. Consent should be clear and certain. Remember, if it's not yes, then it's no. So get her consent. Some men don't even know if the wife is even okay. Some women will be so sick, yet the husbands will want her to perform her marital duties. How do you want that woman to cope? You don't care when you are in the mood. Whether she is not in the mood, you just want to just do your thing. That's wrong. That's a capital no-no. That's so wrong. Let's call a spade a spade. That's so wrong. Some women, even in their sick bed, they are still performing their marital duties. No feelings. No feelings at all. We have different kinds of consent. Different kinds of consent. But the most thing is that your wife, your partner, should get your consent. Should get your consent at every given time. I'll be opening phone lines for listeners and viewers to call in. If you're on Facebook, you want to call in to this program. If you're watching via the airways, you want to call in. The number to call in is 09047 671338. The number again is 09047 671338. The most person that bear this kind of problem is the women. Is the women. The women, they bear a lot. Year to year, you will not buy anything for your wife. But every time you want her to perform her marital duties. I have a caller in the studio. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm Mohammed by name. I'm calling from Wuse.
Okay, sir. I can hear you.
You have been accusing men that we have no sympathy. It's not always like that. Please, even by providing for the clothing, feeding, and other things, there are times you don't prepare, you don't even mean to have an urge, but it will just come after the whole day work. And at that time, even when you want to prepare your wife for any of the activities, she will be adamant But women are always on the contrary. They don't want to understand with the man. And since they don't want to understand, because if the man is not a patient type that he can ignore, or he cannot go out to look for other women, then he now misbehaves. So at least, I know you are standing with the men are maltreating the woman. It's not always so. It's not always like that. Because there are conflicts in both sides. But how do you resolve the conflict?
Mm.
That is the most important aspect that we should be looking at. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mohammed. Okay, like I said earlier, I am not supporting any party. You should know me by now. If you are a lover of this program, Family Circle, you should know me by now that I don't support any party. I'm neutral. But what I'm saying is, even in that urge, get her consent. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? I lost that caller. Get her consent, even in that urge. If it just come, that is, if the urge just came, if you did not plan it, still get her consent. Still get her consent. Just get her consent. She's your wife. Explain to her, oh, this is it, this is it. Women, except if she's sick. I am not in support of women that deny their husband of their marital exercise. I am not in that category. I don't support that. I will never support it. But being a woman is not easy. Just as the man went out to work and make ends meet, that is how the woman, on the other hand, is at home trying to make the home work. Now, both parties must agree. Sex is supposed to be enjoyed and not to be endured. That is my anger. Sex is supposed to be enjoyed, not to be endured. Why would a woman endure the husband? If it is not enjoyed, if both parties are not happy, then it's not balanced. It's not balanced because it is supposed to be both parties. That is it. Now, I am a Christian and I will use the scriptural backing to explain this. Now, God said the two should become one. Sex is more or less like a service. I have a caller. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Okay, go on, sir.
You know, sometimes women who grievances for long,
Mm.
the man is not understand. And whether they hold the grievances and the man is trying to resolve the grievances, of course, he wants her demand to meet. Then she don't have the man to be trying to make him get sacrificed.
Mm.
So, and most of this kind of things, they think that the always making when you want to start her out, so you listen unless you meet her demand. And
Mm.
they use their women to deal with the man. That is not what they need at the time when the orders come out.
Mm.
So, and if it is a high gentleman man, that will go to the cheating or forcing and all other sorts of behaviors that are not pleasant. So at times, you have to know how you represent the situation in such a way that there should be a clear understanding of the woman's part. She should not be pressing so much that her man must be met before she can allow him to enjoy the relationship.
Yes.
And that is why there is always conflict. And then when a man has gone out to suffer and he cannot be relationship with stress, unity. And sometimes women will tell you all is not a point. And when they do, if you are not the type that you go and work and success, then you go reactional. And there are a lot of things come into play that it's not intentional that the man wants to achieve. You also look at what kind of woman is the man having. Is alone in the house. As a Muslim, we are privileged to say we can marry two, three wives.
Hmm.
But as a Christian, you restrict yourself to one wife, one man.
Yes.
And it's punishing you by denying your right. And you must behave the other way. It's a definite one. Because if it is a Muslim, let it deny the Islam, then you can at least take the message to the other wife. And you get satisfied. Then by the time you come back, you want to play a game with you. And that's why competition is very relevant.
Hmm.
So as a result, because of that restriction, you will submit as a man, or else she will deny you for a number of months. And that was why you see some Christians men resort to making love to their housemate or any other person that
Hmm.
is close by.
Hmm.
It's because of the woman frustrating them to the extent that they cannot bear it any longer. And where you do not have money, you now look for the one that is cheaper, close by him. So, operate with this situation. It's difficult that unless you know the in and out
Yes.
of the behavior.
Hmm.
Because if economic power, you don't have both of your own, both of your points, you cannot meet all right.
Of course.
And where is destiny you to do what your income cannot meet. It is not covered here and there. And it is something that you look at all times from there, your neighbor or whoever, because frustrated more.
Hmm.
And that is the behavior that you exhibit as a man.
That's true.
So let's not try to balance, don't be blaming women as if they are animals.
No, Mr. Mohammed, I am actually. I'm trying to balance it, but what I'm trying to say is that the men have a major role to play in this. The men actually do have a major role to play on this because, of course, men are stronger than women. Some men will use that strength to forcefully make love to their wife. They don't care. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Oh, my community member. Good evening, sir. How has your day been?
Let's go, my day was fantastic. And yours?
We bless God. I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
That Tuesday morning.
Yes.
I really appreciate your topic tonight, talking about
Consent.
money or
Mm.
consent.
Mm.
Talking about issue of how men always are they rape their wife,
Mm.
why their wife only reject them. Okay. First of all, is that as a man,
Mm.
just to analyze that when you are in court, how do you prepare your wife?
Yes.
Talking to them. I would say sometimes, like some men when they go out of work, frankly, maybe they have take one or two, three bottles. When they get home, put that woman out, they have built that woman out at home in the morning. When you come back, the woman find out you drank. How you expect woman to be happy with you? Or not? First of all, and then you are every have woman dish of food and eat, you finish eating the food. The next thing you went to bed. Maybe woman, no woman with your own situation. one of our class of life man. Understand? A woman will want a question and they kind of raising their back to one side, their arm, and kind of man see that. And they went to man and come, but he was man and that's why. First of all, man, who is not not for you when you go to man like that, and depending on the alcohol, everything, affecting woman. So for me, if any man or mother in that condition, stay away, please drinking, you come home, want to make love with your wife, that's where proper arrangement is wrong.
It's wrong.
Secondly, as you as a woman, this is your husband, maybe you come back from work, you get tired, you want him to make love. Whenever you would try to make love, things are not satisfying.
Yes, yes.
Husband, that woman, it's not correct right for you to do. And any man that raising his wife, that man not to man. That man is not interpreting the man because the also is your wife, she's not your toy boy, she's not your everything. So any man that raising his wife,
I lost that caller. Now, I want to address this issue of women denying their husbands of sex. Now, denying your husband of sex, thinking that you want to punish him, actually you're punishing yourself and your kids, not him. Because that man can as well go outside. That is where you now start hearing this issue of side chick. If the wives do their homework diligently, this side chick issue would not be so rampant like this. I know some men are just like that. Whether or not they are just like that. They are chronic humanizers. That's they anything in skirts, they go for it. Now, but there are some men who actions is as a result of the wife denying them of their rightful marital things. Oh, okay, sir. Sorry, I lost you before. Yes. Yes.
Unwanted person, which he didn't even thinking of. But based on the trauma of maybe the mood of making love with his wife and the wife, he just said maybe because he's not giving money for to make hair, he says he have money for now, that's what do you do for the man at the end of the day. The man will take care, I don't have the highest people to come from the outside. Women have already hired him for how many months, how many years, that will feel like. So therefore we use that avenue to come and see like in that person. And the husband, before you know the person, the husband has already on one end. That is how they have already prepared the home. And the devil, before you know, that thing become an almost the girl without us to his man, the boy's girlfriend. Every time the man go out, he find it to look at the man. Maybe before you are becoming home in time, on maybe one or two problems you do have at home, you cannot iron it out. Because you want to deny him of sex. And therefore, I'm not saying you kind of see that girl. Well, no, the man and the girl will be maybe in one restaurant together, eating, drinking, and
Oh, I lost that caller again. Okay, see, the truth of the matter is, gone are those days where you say you want to use sex to punish a man. Gone are those days. You see, the girls of nowadays, these side chicks now, some of them don't even mind to carry that man, give him food, feed him, house him, clothe him, while you are there saying that you are punishing him. Hello, I can hear you. Good evening.
sorry, I'm still calling back.
Okay. I thought so.
Now, when you find out that this man now started and this leader have been one giving to him the way he like it, you find the person who see your husband come back home in time, the man can come back home 10, 11, 12 o'clock. That's why you see that problem now upon the family. That's whereby you will start complaining, whoever is not coming back home in time, or how that's something like that. And when you now and this way that even stay in the market, the kind of thing that ladies do wear and moving around the market, and some people will not even wear brown, they will not wear anything, they just wear this light side, moving around the world in the market looking for man. Understand? So all those kind of things, I'm saying, are you as a woman, I'm just trying to let the woman to understand. You as a woman, all those things that those ladies wear outside, try to wear it for your husband. If you know that your husband is kind of people that like to travel, wear it for him at home. Wear it for him at home, let him be happy. Whatever is wrong that he didn't like, you call him and say, oh, what you did, I didn't like it. So, if your husband is kind of person that he has all temper somebody, husband, you try to make be a full person because any woman that have peace, you are the woman that that's going to make that home to be happy. So it's not the woman here that I saw at home, they are all temper, husband also have an all temper. Probably always continue at home. Me, I have all temper, my wife has all temper. But when we get married, I found out that my wife all temper is more even higher than my own. I'm the one that even calm my own down. I say, "Look, whatever that happens, we have married, we have married. And this is my wife. So now, this is my wife. No, it's not my girlfriend. So I will not go to treat my wife the way I treat my girlfriend when I was dating.
Yes.
Not my wife now. I will make sure that my home is at peace.
Yes.
So in as much as if I've ever offended, no man with your nagging, I start nagging. I say, okay, I'm sorry if I offend you. Understand? Even though she's the one that is wrong, I'll tell her I'm sorry.
Because you are the matured one in the relationship.
Understand? So when I don't get inside the bedroom, understand? We discuss. I say, okay, but you know what you did last time, I was the one that fault. You say, even that my fault, but when you pass out, so I accept that you have apologized for the first time. You didn't have gone away from my mind. I said, okay, thank God you understand that you are the fault. Say yes. I said, okay, no problem. Please don't let anything happen again. We have communicated with that, you understand, and that one has gone.
Yes.
Now, when we marry, understand? I'm the kind of person that I always sometimes like to do on my own. But my wife is the kind of person that always come back close to me and hold me. Understand? In that phone that start going on, I was kind of just put the secret like that. Okay? We are married. We are no more boyfriend and girlfriend. Understand? So it is that my husband, even like that on top of it, clean laugh and then those things have become a something that I need to build it and they have already built it in this now. I cannot ever tell my wife to go and eat it and let me eat it. Like, no. So those kind of things, when you start, try to, as a man, try to, not because of maybe you say that your friend is doing this, your friend is being charged, be in charge as a man. It's not every time that a man be in charge. That is when you see that the devil starts suffering home. And I just, you know, every woman and man outside that are married, even if you have problem with your wife, or your wife is kind of person that he can never ever accept fault, you only be the right person, is the one that is innocent. Then accept the fault by yourself.
Yes.
Don't make you a weak man. Don't make you a foolish man.
No.
Only make you your home.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Not that kind of people that people gather for. It's my advice.
Yes, so
All those kind of things not going to help us. Because any home now, everybody now, based on the condition of the country now, everybody is paying for peaceful home.
yes. Yes.
God bless my God, my husband, God bless my wife. Understand? And what most cause all this is to rest from marriage, they don't have jealousy. Maybe your wife is any more than you, or any more than your wife, all kind of things.
Thank you so much, sir. We are really grateful. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. We'll continue this topic tomorrow. I have a few more minutes to leave the studio. We'll continue this topic tomorrow. For those of you that are trying to reach me and cannot, hoping that tomorrow we will just go briefly and touch some points. Then we'll continue tomorrow. Yes, for those of you who actually contacted me via one thing or the other. Now, if you are a lady, a single lady, and you stay around Lokogoma or Apo area, and you're looking for a roommate, you want to share the apartment with a roommate, and you want someone who you guys can pay money, the rent together and stay together, please, you can reach me on this number 0703687 8937 0703687 8937. That's the number to reach me. there's someone that is actually in need of an apartment and a roommate, so we can link you up together and then you can take it up from there. If you're having issues in your relationship or marriage and you want to get counsel, you can also call me via that same number. That's 07036878937. I'll take it one more time. 07036878937. That's the number to call me. I'll be seeing you guys on Wednesday by 5 p.m. where we'll be talking on this same consent. We want to trash out this issue and know that we are done with it. Thank you so much, and don't forget that family is everything. Always stay close to your family. Thank you. God bless you.
Straight out of Happy Hills, it is 89.7 FM, hitting Abuja with a bang.
Doctor.
Hello. Yeah, hello. Good evening. Thank you.
Raised up by a farmer.
I'll call you.
Okay, there's no problem, sir.
When is your time?
Mondays